What?
You know who we met?
No. Who did we meet?
We met famous YouTube people, and we didn't even know it.
Who are they, those people that we talked to?
There's so many people we talked to.
No, the people, the red-haired guy and the black-haired woman on the picnic table. Who is it, that person over there?
No.
Who?
We met Kelsey and Leslie.
We did. Where did we meet them?
I guess I really don't know what they look like because...
I never recognized people. Was that the two women?
What two women?
Getting water? I'm trying to think of...
No, because I asked them, I said, are you two on YouTube? Because they were mother and daughter.
So where did we meet them?
We met them at Pine Swamp.
Oh, did they bring us the bacon?
They brought us the grilled cheese.
So did you see us on there?
No. I don't know. No. I put it together. I was discussing things with Sean, and he said, oh, Kelsey and Leslie just got to the Kaffir Oak. And I said, oh, wow, I wonder if we saw them. And whatever, we must have passed them. I'm sure we didn't see them. He goes, oh, yeah, it's, I forget why he said this, but he goes, her mom is Green Bean. And I'm like, I met Green Bean.
Oh, I knew her mom was Green Bean, but since I can't hear, I probably didn't hear her say that.
No, you didn't know. It was when you were sick, and I went down to get water, and I talked to her, and I said, what are your true names? And I forget what she said, but her mom said, I'm Green Bean.
That was her.
And I complimented her on bareback hang, and she said, oh, well, it better be good by now, because I've been doing it for 2 months. Yeah, and then I went and got water, and I came back, and then they delivered food to us because they went to see Fresh Ground.
Oh, well, yeah, they knew Fresh Ground. I think they'd seen him before.
Yeah, well, they said they were going to see a friend, and I thought, well, that's weird. They just got to the shelter. What do they mean they have a date with a friend? But anyway, isn't that weird?
Yes, it's very weird. I missed them completely. I didn't even see them.
Well, we didn't get up early. I was immersed fully in my sleeping bag, and Turtletoe said she woke up hours ago, but then it started raining again. We missed sunrise. I suspect it was just misty. Here we are getting on trail. It's 9:06. We have non-stop milestones for the next mile or so. A cemetery, a random dirt road, another road, Highway 81, Sweetwater venue, giant farm stand, except it's closed, and maybe a Mexican restaurant, but we'll probably get there too early. And when I say Mexican restaurant, I mean Mexican food in a gas station. Case in point that the Appalachian Trail does a great job lowering my standards and expectations, but not lowering my hopes. I always am hopeful for something great, and sometimes something magical does happen. Oh, thank you. It's chilly right now, but I think maybe the sun will come out, and birds are singing as always in the meadow. That's what I just said. I can't wait. Show just said cowboy warning, and I was looking up and around. I was stepped right in that. In the next couple days, we're going to get to the Roan Highlands, or some kind of Virginia Highlands. Might be the Highlands with the ponies. I certainly hope so. The Mount Rogers area. When we were camping, I could hear the road like over there, but I thought we were going that way, which we are. And it's because the way like when you look where the road runs, it kind of runs like that. So we did hear it in both directions. Yesterday we started our morning with a meadow too. It's a wonderful way to start a morning. A nice warm up, usually beautiful flowers, beautiful flocks. A memorial. I would like to be remembered in a birdhouse with them always singing. God, this is beautiful. Why do I like pastures so much? And God, those look like heavy skies. Oh my God, a Quebec plate. I thought, oh no, that's just a Virginia plate. I'm imagining things, but I saw this from far away. I know, I feel like I shouldn't take one, but it looks so delicious.
Let's take the flock.
It's my favorite flavor. I know. I'm kind of all into the bro Coke too.
What's bro Coke?
Pick it up. You'll see. Pick it up.
Oh look, it's a shuttle thing.
And it says bro on it.
Let's take this one.
Okay.
And look, we got a wristband with the shuttle on it.
So you go, where am I going? I don't know. Oh wait, here's the number.
Should I take this or
Oh,
not?
it's ride free. How sweet. Oh, they do go far. Remember, we saw them back when we came off Dragon's Tooth. HB shuttles. They had put out the trail magic.
Oh.
Like the first trail magic we had.
Oh, that's right, honeybee. Is it honeybee?
Maybe. You know how they don't have an honor fridge at Burke's Garden? I looked in the fridge and it said anything that's not labeled is fair game. And I looked in there and there was a Coke labeled bro. Like that, just like that. It didn't have anything written on it. And I said, is this unclaimed? And Hammerhead said it's mine. But then he almost didn't drink it before he left. And I was like lusting after it. I even texted Cantaloupe and I said, oh, are you around? And eventually she said, oh yeah, I'm around, but I'm 20 minutes away. I'm like, well, never mind. Because all I really wanted was to have a Coke.
That'll be with our lunch.
Headwaters of the Middle Fork Holston River, near early settlement known as Davis Fancy 1748. Cool. I'm getting a little emotional about trail days. I don't know why, but I guess because we've been on this road for a month, it's just building excitement slowly but surely. We keep talking to people about if they're going to trail days or not, and we just saw a sign bringing all the hikers have gotten too far north back. It's in Damascus, of course, which Google AI told me the story of Paul/Saul from the Bible on the road to Damascus, where he had revelation and serious transformation. And Google AI told me that it's linked to trail days in Damascus because that's where hikers come and they realize their transformation from being on the trail. And I guess I'm supposed to have a revelatory experience in Damascus, which I feel like I will, regardless of what happens there, because it's already all set up. Here we approach Highway 81. It's still really beautiful and rural here. Think about that when you're driving down the interstate, how there are these beautiful lands all around and you just can't see them. It's kind of comforting. Well, back when we started doing this, we didn't even realize we were doing this. As we were just hiking, and the AT seemed like a convenient place to go hiking and takes you a bunch of different places. And then it built up and we realized we had done a bit and we might as well keep with the theme. And then that built up and we realized we had really done a quantity and maybe it was a project worth pursuing. And I still didn't like hanging out with thru hikers. I thought they were all partiers and just smoking cigarettes and dude this and dude that. And I didn't really want to hang out with them when we really decided this might be a serious thing. Also Georgia. And we started in the bubble. So we dove in full thru hiker. And you know what? And being in the bubble, it wasn't so bad. We met a lot of really cool people. And this year, we decided to go south so that we could hit trail days and the timing would line up but also I'm really enjoying going south. We keep meeting all these people, we have a nice conversation, and then we never see them again. It was only last year that I started to think about trail days. Honestly, I thought trail days and I thought, what greater hell could I imagine? But it built, and I thought, I'm doing this thing, I want to celebrate with people who are doing it too, people who get it. I want to be in the hiker parade. And I also want to go shopping and maybe see the Grandma Gatewood display and get in the yearbook and
it's a red dirt road and we're not even in Georgia yet.
it sure is. Oh, it's pretty. As long as I don't get the song stuck in my head. Uh-oh. I had that song running through my head for about a month last year. I'm not even gonna repeat it here. Slippery mud. We haven't had much mud. I can't complain. Although, honestly, I found a lot to complain about, so I shouldn't say that. There is always something, which you could flip it over and say, there's actually a lot to be thankful for. For instance, today's kind of cool, but it's lovely hiking weather and the sun's not beating down and I'm not having heat-related illness. It's also not raining. I could also complain about the traffic, but you know what? I'm thankful that there might be a gas station or something. Oh yes, that is the interstate. I hope we're not just running across it. Turtle Toe just, as she was walking by, pointed out that TP. We're crossing a major road. Probably a lot of people that live right near trail crossings don't even realize it, because most of the time you don't see hikers. They just randomly pop out of the woods. Oh my God. We got trains, we got trucks, we got intersections. Which way do we go? Gas station. Full civilization. Turtle Toe's got it figured out. As long as we just don't get hit by a car, we'll be good. There's a sign. The mourning doves have a full fortress here. Or maybe they're just plain old pigeons. Almost thinking of a pecan pie, but I think hat might be changing my appetite. We had a little hiker meeting at the gas station. You were right. Gave his name to the river and valley. I wonder if he gave his name to the cows too. Leaving truck stop land, back on the AT. We found our snack spot. Appears to be a historic foundation. I'm not sure if it's from the 1700s, but I'm gonna have chips and coffee. That sounds like an excellent morning combination. I love what the AT does to your dietary standards. Have fried.
I didn't get dill pickle.
You didn't. We're not making a lot of forward progress today because we're getting very distracted by conversation and food. I do like stopping and chatting and clearly eating, but we have 13 miles to go today with a shuttle at the end, and I don't like to hold up the shuttle drivers, so we have to hustle. We've managed to do about 2 miles in 2 hours because there were gifts, there was a meadow with lots of beauty, and then at the gas station we ran into a bunch of thru hikers and an aspiring section hiker, whether he knows it or not, and then we stopped and had a snack. Now it's time to make up the miles, and luckily my ankle feels okay today. It's probably just the drugs I took this morning, but I feel like it's a ticking time bomb, so we got to get the miles before I start hobbling along. No idea where we are. Apparently it's the Long Neck Lair alpaca farm. I've been working on the railroad all the live long day. We're going on a trail run! Yay! I think this might be the Dry Run Boardwalk. Reminds me of New Jersey. More old road. Look at these trees. Probably a county line, or at least the edge of a farm or something. This is a very, very, very long settled area. I suppose sometime after Jamestown, people probably expanded, found it was good farming and just God's great green land everywhere they looked. Apparently Kelsey calls these umbrella plants. Look at that gigantic one. Whoa. I just encountered a family out for a day hiker. I remember being a day hiker and thinking, what is with these through hikers? Do they ever stop? Do they ever even look around? Why are they moving so fast? Like, how do they even enjoy the trail? And now being on the other side of that, I will tell you, I stop plenty. So when I get in the mode to move, I'm moving. There must be a flame azalea nearby.
Trail magic.
I heard there's trail magic, and I have a plan. It's to stop at the schoolhouse, dig my ibuprofen out of my pack, and look at the trail magic. You know who provides it?
Is it fresh grounds?
No.
Who?
Birdie's Church.
Oh,
That's their
you mentioned that.
that's their AT mission. It kind of fits in a biblical sense. Sustenance and shelter and comfort to travelers, people on a spiritual search, sometimes even though they don't know it. Apparently Bear Garden also does something called the cakewalk, where they provide you with a sheet pan of chocolate cake. I believe that's the Settlers Museum and the old schoolhouse. I think the whole purpose of the AT is to make you feel better about Christians. No, well, that too. It's all poop and conspiracy.
Yeah, it actually does. And also,
It's working! Maybe the purpose of the AT is to make you feel better about pooping in the woods. We just came over that little mountain with the gas station, the Mexican food on the other side. We met a tramily who was scooting along, but they were about a mile from the hotel they were going to, so they were happy.
Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want the most. Abraham Lincoln.
We should write on the board, post a prayer, enjoy trail magic. Well, always. Good day, hikers. It's like an unboxing. Hikers, the trail magic is maintained and donated by Sunny Hills Community Church in Whiteville. Take what you need and know that God loves you. Please be considerate and share with other hikers who will come behind you. It is our intent to assist through and section hikers on their journey along the Appalachian Trail. If we can pray for you or you have a spiritual need, please drop us a line on our Instagram account. You can also join us online for our 10 a.m. Sunday service. If you have a prayer that you would like to share with others, post it up on our prayer board. We wish you a safe and memorable adventure. Happy trails. That is so nice. Thank you for the prayer from Birdie for my ankle. I hope it works.
It is working.
It might be. It might just be the ibuprofen. Prayers for all hikers to have restful sleep and peaceful days and find magic along the way. TNT. That's a turtle. And here we go. Tail's a little big. TNT. Some food. We wrote in the log. And now we're gonna go to the museum. Ibuprofen time.
how happy I am that I can't open my treats. Child proof. I have to use my teeth.
Quilting display. All the different kinds of wool. Lots of books. Trapdoor, apparently. This loom. For when you're a lady overcome by the heat in the kitchen. The migration story. This is what I needed to learn about. The Great Wagon Road. And it basically says that the people in Pennsylvania didn't go down into Delaware or anything. They went straight to southern Virginia. Not the long way we're doing it along the mountains, but kind of straight over and in. Or many of the settlers were Scots-Irish, but mainly German, and the Germans were orderly, industrious, carefully frugal, and seldom in conflict with Indians. It doesn't also say that they were humorless until drinking, but I'm just going to add that part. Here's a traveling trunk. Glad I don't have to carry that. It's English in Philadelphia having fear of the Germans. And this talks about how many Scots who first went to Ireland did well there, and then eventually things got bad and they fled to Virginia. The flow map of how people ended up in Virginia talks about slaves here as well. I'm gonna sit in the chair for a hot second and then we have to be on our way. I don't really have time to do the spinning or sewing right now. We've got to get hiking. Is this the schoolhouse where they taught you about the Eastern Continental Divide?
Yeah.
Oh, the Eastern Continental Divide.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Is it because you learned it here?
It's because I learned it in school.
Virginia Highlands. I can't wait.
My whole face feels tingling.
We got some seriously intense electrical transmission wires. Even Turtle Toe, who's unimpressed because she's from New Jersey, says she can feel it on her face. I'm not stopping either. Maybe it's because it's ionized, the air. That is seriously loud. These must be... No, that's the wires. Oh, we have to go right underneath them? Jeez. Why? Phew. Back to the woods. Just as I was feeling like, oh yeah, I can do big miles, the ibuprofen started wearing off, and I realized it's a good thing we're taking a 0 in Marion, as much as I'm still resisting it. Prayers for my ankle. Please help me. I don't want to have to give up on this hike. Need to climb to the Mount Rogers headquarters. It's up a 3.5-mile hill. Should be mellow at the bottom. It looks like it gets a little steeper at the top. I'm glad you stopped because I wasn't sure if you ever would, given that the last thing I said to you was, oh, the top is in 3.5 miles, and then you just took off.
I wanted to stop before that because it seemed like a big spot. You need some water?
It's like the tiniest blaze ever. This is the end of the line, aka stream crossing. Where is the trail? This might require a pole or two. That's curious. Full tree skin hanging from the tree, a much smaller tree. Looks like there's flooding here, but that's still pretty high up. Don't hike carrying own weight. Met a man who said he can help me be better prepared. Wish me luck. 518-24. Stop for water and snack. Huckleberry and Wyatt the Wonder Dog.
Oh.
This is why I don't hike in November. 11:24, Nobo section hiker. It snowed today, a lot. So here I am. This stupid mouse keeps trying to get in my sleeping bag. Thinking of naming him her Little Brown. P.S. I think it has a death wish. I guess we moved from pronouns into just it. They're preparing for a murder. Truck driver number 10, 310. Nobo, stop by for lunch. Foot-long ham, turkey, and cheese.
Where'd you get that?
I don't know. That's a good question. Big Sexy has arrived. Yes, Big Sexy was the guy smoking cigarettes and eating 6 ice cream cones at Bear Garden.
What's his name?
Big Sexy.
Oh.
These rocks or something on my feet hurt. Onward. Now, this is disturbing to me because he's going north, so you know what that means? We might have a lot of rocks ahead.
Yeah, that's the second mention of big rocks.
I know. I liked it better when they were talking about the Big Pen. not a giant white. So the whole time up the hill, I'm thinking, is Big Sexy just complaining about the 1/10 of a mile of rocks at the bottom? Or was it a long range thing and it just hasn't hit yet? Or is he just keeping me cautious and not thinking I'm just gonna fly into Marion? It's all a mystery until you get there. Despite all the communication, everybody has a different take on rocky trails. And truth is, so much of it depends on your mood in the moment. There's 81 down there. So for a while, I've been trying to decide if this is much less rocky than what I was on the other day, or if I'm just in a better mood. Once again, on a mission against the clock. It's not a bad thing, but no cell service at the bottom where we're getting picked up. So at the top of the mountain, a little more than 5 miles out, we had to estimate how long it will take us to get down. Optimally, we can do 20 to 25 minutes down, but not if the terrain is rocky or there are unforeseen circumstances, or even if we just get distracted. So we decided to give ourselves a mile and a half an hour and give it some padding, so we'll be waiting instead of them waiting for us running down the mountain. These damn ridge lines. Oh good, the trail doesn't go straight ahead. I'm hoping that it'll get less rocky when we get off the ridge. That seems to be a well-established pattern. Like the top of the ridge, all the dirt just couldn't stay on. Magnolia blossom. Can you see me?
I see you.
On a sunny moment. I'm still finding these rocks not quite as bad as other days, but they are getting worse. Once ibuprofen wears off, I'll probably feel they're just as bad as any other days. But that ridge line coming down into Burke's Garden, that had all this plus slabs, plus cliffs, plus sharp ups and downs. Really sharp ups and downs. This seems a little more measured, at least. Ooh. Every time I see rocks like those ones back there, I tell myself, ridgeline, ridgeline, ridgeline. It should be changing into this, but we might have to go up again. Back to ridgeline, ridgeline, ridgeline. Cursed ridgeline. Well, crud. Big Sexy, you were right. Maybe just one last hill. Theoretically, the next two are much smaller. Egads, aren't these rocks beautiful in the sunshine? Effing rocks. Ow. This is the test. My ankle's really starting to hurt. Trying not to take any more ibuprofen to make it through the day. my God. I would say it doesn't let up, except even as ugly as this looks, I can see the other side of it in maybe 100 feet. Die, ridge, die. Or let me just get off of the ridge. Sending the evening walking with the pain. I'm refusing to take ibuprofen. I want to remember that this really hurts and I have a real injury and I need to take care of it. Oh. Winded hiking. Oh, it's less than 2 miles on a severely sprained ankle. Start to seem like a good idea. We are crossing this road and then we have one more little lump to go over to get to the parking lot where we will make it in time for our shuttle despite some unforeseen challenges. The trail has turned rocky again. Less than a half mile left of them, so how bad can it really get? Don't answer that. Oh yeah, a trail town. Good things. Food, rest, relaxation, friendly people, the end of my day. We are approaching the Mount Rogers Visitor Center, which is huge. What a nice town. This is a good beer. I almost forgot to take a picture of my fried pickles.
Hold on.
Hold on.